Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome back. As we gather after this break, we enter a season that invites us to breathe, to listen, and to open ourselves to the light that grows in small and quiet ways. Today is World AIDS Day. We remember the communities who have carried one another through grief, stigma, and fierce love. We have red ribbons in that basket. You're welcome to grab them, as many as you want, and to hold them as you would like. Also, in this season of Advent, we will have our 4 candles, and I'm going to ask Reverend Avinash to please turn on one of the purple candles. And this first week is all about hope.
We gather here today in James Chapel on this land now called Manhattan, land that was once forested, mountainous, and full of wetlands, and has been a home to all kinds of beings for centuries. Beings of the land, such as black bears, wolves, mountain lions, coyotes, foxes, porcupines, and bobcats. Beings of the waters, including whales, beavers, otters, seals, turtles, terrapins, and many kinds of fish. Beings of the air, red-tailed hawks, blue jays, bald eagles, ospreys. And amidst this abundance of life live the Lenape people, who strive to live with the land, aligning with her efforts to nurture all of life. This land is abundant with supportive plants such as ginkgo, mugwort, serviceberries, and more. At this time of year, the native people of this land have harvested juniper and rosehips, cattails and hickory, chickweed and hazelnuts. To the Lenape, this nut is known as ketam. Hazelnut sustains squirrels and mice, deer, raccoons, bears, and blue jays through the cold winter months. Their buds survive the chill of winter so that the nuts might offer that hardiness to other creatures. Today, we invite you to spend time with Hazelnut and see what they might have to teach you. Take a moment to acquaint yourself with Hazelnut and ask if they have anything to teach you. As you sit with your hazelnut and notice what they have to communicate, you're invited to share with the group what you are noticing or what you hope to learn from Hazelnut.
I I noticed that hazelnut has this really strong outer layer, which protects its soft, tender nut inside. And it's having me reflect on the value of strong boundaries that can protect our tender parts. I'm also appreciating the variety of kind of brown, and I'm getting a sense of kind of gold coming out of the hazelnut. It shines. It kind of has a glimmer to it, like a natural jewel. And so it's just teaching me about the importance of beauty in my life.
I grabbed two. I just wanted to hear them. I think they have a really nice little sound to them. And when you said that about the gold, I can see that, and that's really cool.
I love what you said about the shell and the nut. I also love that it feels solid, but when you tap it or move it around, you can tell that the nut on the inside doesn't entirely fit the shell. You can shake it and you can hear that it's not a perfect fit, and it's perfect. It's a perfect fit in its own way. I don't know exactly what that means, but I love it.
One thing I'm noticing is the rough base where the hazelnut was connected with the tree, and that wound of severance, of separation. It's not smoothed over. It's not smoothed like the rest of the shell. It's a scar that is allowed to look like a scar. And there's wisdom there that I want to learn. As we are noticing these features and qualities and strengths of the shells of the hazelnut, we also need to keep in mind what is within. Beyond the resilience and protection of its shell, the fruit of the hazelnut is underneath. Here there is treasure buried in the field, the lotus flower blooming from the mud. And in taking its body into our body, we implicitly accept those teachings. Its gifts, calories, protein, fat, fiber, carbohydrates, energy, nutrition, and spirit, wisdom, ancient, not only to land, but to this land. Knowing this land and how it may guide and teach us as only one who is emergent from this land could. There's some balancing with the mic here, I apologize. Thank you, Dean. I ask the hazelnut, Ketam, permission to transgress its shell, to find fruit within. With this crack, I honor those. I honor all those who have cracked hazelnuts before me, especially the Lenape who harvested these nuts in the autumns of years past. With this crack, I give thanks to the Ketamunchi, the hazelnut tree, for its fruit, ketam, the hazelnut. And with this crack, I honor the earth from which it comes, particularly this part of the earth called Lenapehoking. I beg to benefit from Ketam's wisdom, nourishment, and delicacy. Thank you, Dean Montes. We will now pass around a bowl of Ketam, ready to consume. We invite you to take one and to place it in your mouth, and to chew and swallow it carefully, slowly, and watchfully. We will sit in silent meditation with our eyes closed as we do this. Keep your breath slow, and please freely allow, without judgment, any images, sensations, or sounds to come into your mind and hearts. And for this moment, let us consider what arrives as gifts from the Ketam teacher. anyone would like to share any aspect of their experience or bodily sensations or even just taste, you're welcome to at this time.
Yeah, when I bit into the hazelnut, I noticed just how much fat there was in the nut in a good way. Like it was very caloric. It was the nutrition of it really came through, and the texture is so soft compared to the hard shell. So it's so welcoming as a food. I did find that there's this particular distinct flavor in there that's somewhat new to me that I was a bit strong, and I felt myself trying to get away from it. I guess that's the hazelnut flavor.
I just kept thinking of those chocolate Ferrero, whatever they're called. That's all I kept thinking about, and usually when I eat those, I just go straight to just the chocolate, and the nut is not something that I stand with a lot. So thank you for this experience.
Would anybody else like to share anything? Now, this might be a bit challenging because of how spread apart we are, but what I would like to do is for us to pass the hazelnuts that we took at the beginning of this experience around in a circle, just so we can each thank all these teachers individually and ourselves. And there are 10 of us sitting here, so you can count 10 until they're back. And then when you have your hazelnut back, if you could walk up and please place it on the stool in the center, so we can have them in our all these hazelnuts that we have had today, that we have held today, in the center of our circle as we move towards concluding, so we can have that gratitude be one that is collective. So there might be some shifting around here, again, because of the space between us, but I invite you to work with us so we can do this. Yeah. Let's go this way.
Just as a final closing, I wanted to do a dedication. In my tradition, you can dedicate almost any part of your day, but especially fruitful is dedicating spiritual practices. And so I want to dedicate the merit of this practice that we just took part in, that honors our Mother Earth, her love, nourishment, and abundance. We dedicate the merits of these practices to our parents and teachers, family members, friends, enemies, those who are sick and dying, and to all beings on this precious earth. May these merits be the cause of great virtue, such as patience, generosity, joyful effort, discipline, wisdom, and compassion. Furthermore, may these merits be the cause of the altruistic mind, the mind that finds liberation in virtue. And finally, may these merits be dedicated to Mother Earth herself. In a final act of reciprocity, we will take the cracked hazelnut shells and offer them to the park. Anyone is welcome to join us as we walk over to give the shells back as nourishment for the soil. Thank you so much.